We have body, mind, and spirit. Out of these three, which one is the most powerful? Is it body, mind, or spirit? Most people would answer or believe that it is mind because they have learned the expression mind over matter. But spirit is most powerful than mind because it is that energy that forms both mind and body. To understand this, let us look at this finger, which is part of the body. The mind tells the finger to move, and finger moves. The mind commands the finger not to move, and the finger, part of the body, stops moving. It cannot move without mind permission. So this shows that mind is more powerful than the body. But at this moment, spirit leaves the system. The mind and body cannot function without it. The spirit is the life energy for body and mind to function. At night time, when body and mind are resting in deep sleep, what runs the system? It is the spirit, subconscious mind, that runs the system. If spirit takes a rest, that is called death. This way, we can understand that spirit works for us 24/7, not just for a week, a month, or a year, but for our whole life, from our first breath as a baby to our last breath. It is the most powerful energy in our system, but because it's invisible, we seldom appreciate it. Yet, your spirit channels an endless flow of energy from the universe into your mind's thoughts and your body's maintenance. When we die, the spirit merges with universal energy. We call universal energy by different names, such as God, Mother Nature, Nature, Supreme Power, Higher Spirit, Heavenly Father, Lord, and so on. We will know more about what happens to us at death when we go there. Now, the law of energy says that energy cannot be created, nor can it be destroyed. So, according to physics, this spiritual energy continues to exist in some form even though we can't see it. For example, in a cell phone, the phone itself is like the body. The application that runs on the phone is like the mind, and the battery represents the spirit, the source of energy. When the battery runs out, we say the cell phone is dead. Just because the cell phone is dead, that doesn't mean that the phone network is dead or that the network no longer exists. When you call someone, the invisible signal must first travel hundreds of miles to a satellite and then in a fraction of a second come all the way back to the phone you are calling. The network remains on. In the same way, the connection between the spirit and the universe is always on. Like the connection between the cell phone and the satellite, we cannot see the spirit, so we seldom appreciate or think about our connection to it. Once we understand our spiritual connection to the universe, we can resolve many problems that our body and mind go through. We can then make positive changes in our life. The brain, which is a part of the body, thinks. From thousands of thoughts, the thoughts that are presented to the mind again and again, and especially the thoughts with higher frequency and higher intensity, become feelings. Thoughts that become feelings are often expressed as words. Saying feeling in words presents the strongest thoughts to your spirit, that is your subconscious mind. Once the same feeling is presented to the spirit again and again, that feeling becomes emotion and even passion. Emotion and passion, through the energy of spirit, precipitates into an action and material manifestation. So repeating thoughts became repeated feelings that become repeated words and emotions that express as action through the power of spirit. Why is that? That thought which reaches the spirit level becomes action or manifestation. The spirit is like a mirror. When you stand in front of a mirror, it reflects what you show it. If you smile, it will show you your smile instantly. If you make a face, it will show you the face you made. It is the same when body, mind thinks and feels a thought. Instantly, that feeling or thought is projected on the spirit as an image. Spirit energy wraps itself around the thought and makes it real. For example, if I ask you not to think of a white lion, you instantly will create an image of a white lion in your mind. In spite of my distinct request that you not to think of white lion, you not only thought of it, but made an image of it in your mind's eye. Please allow me to ask you, what part of don't think of a white lion didn't you understand? I'll tell you, the word don't. Your mind does not have an image for don't or not. Your mind cannot possibly create an image of the absence of something. What does the absence of something look like? Nothing. There is no way for the mind to cross off or put a blank screen on a white lion image. But let's continue. At this time, I am asking you not to think of that white lion sitting and looking at two cubs playing. Did you realize that you made a movie in your mind in spite of my telling you not to think of it? In the same way, whenever we think or feel anything repeatedly, we are storing a movie of our thoughts in our mind. Whenever we repeat the movie emotionally or passionately, we create a very clearer movie in the subconscious mind that is available to spirit. Spirit can then reflect our movie in action or material manifestation. You had not realized that you make movies until I told you, did you? Do you know why we make this movie without our knowledge? You have not been making this movie for yourself or for others. You have been making this movie for the universe so it can give the image you created back to you, a reflection of your spirit in the universe mirror. That's the way this network connection between the spirit and universe works. It is the way the spiritual energy software works. Just like all other software in the world, it runs on energy and images. Let's take a different example. Someone begins talking about a topic that you don't want to talk about at the time. You smartly change the subject to divert their attention from the topic that you don't want to talk about. What you have done is like swapping one movie DVD that's running in their mind for a different movie that you want them to watch. If you are polite in the way you do this, it will create the mental images you want them to have and influence their life in a positive way. You can interrupt and replace your own counterproductive memories or movies in the same way. Playing a different movie can change the course of your life. Did you remember? The mind cannot form any negative images when you use the words can't and don't. While feeling high emotions and repeating, I can't lose weight or I don't want to be fat, you are creating an image or movie of yourself fat and frustrated. Universe mirror is ready to reflect that image or movie. It does not understand the can't and don't. It only sees the fat you and feels the urgency of frustration. The universe, by mirroring your image or movie, will make sure that you remain fat by giving you enough money, resources, bad habits, and taste for the unhealthy food to ensure that you successfully manifest your fat image. You will steadfastly surround yourself with the kind of people and situation that contribute to full expression of your image. Remember, the universe doesn't see the word don't, as it has no image. So instead of imagining what you don't want, wouldn't it make sense to start thinking of what you want? And wouldn't it make sense to think passionately and emotionally about the thing you, so that the repeated thought, feeling, emotion, and passion projects a stronger, clear image or movie to your spirit? An image movie that is so clear and strong that universe reflects it back to you as action and physical manifestation. Worrying is nothing but thinking of things that you don't want in life. Dreaming is nothing but thinking of things that you want in life. They both use the same process, but the effect created on spirit is completely opposite. They both happen for the same reason. You are focusing on a strong, clear emotional image of something. You might as well focus on the things that you want in life so universe can give it to you. Sooner or later, depending on how strongly and clearly you create your image or movie, the universe will begin reflecting your truest desires. So from now on, passionately repeat, I am now thinner, healthier and happier. Thinner, healthier and happier. Think and feel positive image or movies. Believe it and behave it as if it is already happening. Then your spirit connection will make it happen for you.